Hey YouTube, this is Alexander, and today I've got something a little different for you. Today I've got Sphero's BB-8 Droid. Let's go ahead and take a look. So first off, the packaging is amazing, as it should be for the price. Inside is our little BB-8, which is actually much smaller than I thought it'd be, but that's okay. We also have our charging cradle and cable to charge little BB-8. Now one notable feature of BB-8 is its head, which is held on with magnets. This allows it to move freely and stay on top of its body as it rolls around. It's a really nice touch. Overall, everything here looks and feels very premium, from the packaging and use of foam padding to the BB-8 and its charging stand. Now BB-8 also has a very nice heft to it despite being really small. It feels very solid in the hand, even though it does have a plastic coating on the outside of it. So let's dive into how this thing actually works. Now there is an accompanying app that you'll have to download whether you're using iOS or Android, and I'll have links to those down below in the description. The setup process is pretty straightforward. Once completed, you'll have to turn on Bluetooth to pair the BB-8 with your device, and after that you'll be brought to the main menu, which has a few different modes for BB-8. The first mode is Drive, which allows you to take control of BB-8 and maneuver it around a room. Now the controls do take a little bit of time to get used to, but they aren't difficult by any means. You have the standard direction and aim joysticks, which allow you to have BB-8 face a certain way and then travel in that direction. There's also a temporary speed booster to have it travel faster, a reverse mode, and even some actions. The actions are pretty neat since they'll have BB-8 perform some of the things it did in the movie. It also plays some sound when it's doing the actions, but the sound comes from your phone rather than the BB-8. I would have liked to hear the sounds come from BB-8 instead, but I guess placing a speaker on its body would result in it getting muffled as it rolls around here and there. Lastly, there's a speed override which allows BB-8 to travel even faster. The next mode is Message, which allows you to both record a message and view one that came pre-installed. Now this part's actually pretty neat since it takes advantage of augmented reality to create a hologram that's being projected out of BB-8 using your phone's camera while you're pointing at BB-8. While it isn't as functional as the Drive mode, it is something I could see small children or even adults getting some enjoyment out of. It's just really cool seeing maybe C-3PO or R2-D2 being projected as a hologram. Now the last mode available is Patrol, which allows BB-8 to roam around a room freely, learning the environment it's in. The mode has the potential to be really fun to use since you can just sit back and watch little BB-8 roam around, but it doesn't go far or explore very much, I noticed. I just feel like BB-8 could have been a little bit more explorative or interesting while exploring. Basically it's alright, but it's definitely still cool nonetheless. Now let's talk about the nitty-gritty of the BB-8 Droid. BB-8 takes about 3 hours to charge to full, and that will yield you about 1 hour of playtime. The battery is internal, so there aren't any removable parts to worry about, and it charges via induction, which is wireless and extremely convenient. You just place the BB-8 on the little cradle and he's charging. The charging dock makes for a nice stand to display BB-8 on, and also works to keep the little robot from rolling off a desk or shelf. Something important to note is the type of flooring BB-8 can drive on. I've noticed it does best on tile and presumably hardwood since they're very flat and slick, but it also does drive around on low carpet fairly easily. However, if your carpet's pretty high or thick, BB-8 will sink in due to its weight and get stuck. Also, I wouldn't recommend using BB-8 outside on concrete or any other hard, potentially rocky surfaces since the outside is made of plastic, which may get chipped or damaged if it rolls over enough small pebbles or the like. Overall, BB-8, while an expensive toy, is an awesome one to get for any diehard Star Wars fan, child, or just all-around droid-loving person. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe down there for more videos from me, and leave me a comment if there's something that I missed or didn't really talk much about, and I will catch you in the next one. Have an awesome Friday and a great weekend. Peace.